What a beautiful day. The perfect day to sit and chat with old friends, if they've got time to spare.
Oh, that's got to be the sweetest sound in the world. La-di-dum-pum-pum, ba-di-da-di-da-di-da.
Morning, Mr. Rusty.
Oh, Dylan.
I hardly slept at all last night. I dreamt I was a boiled egg rolling down a hill and like a great big foot stepped on me and squashed me flat. Man, it was a nightmare.
Come and take a look at the old brass knobs on my barrel organ, Dylan.
Like, what brass knobs, Mr. Rusty?
Oh, I tell you something, they don't make them like this these days.
Oh, man.
What do you reckon, eh? Oh. Been overdoing it, have you, Dylan? Sweet dreams.
Oh, what a beautiful bucket! Oh, what a beautiful smell!
Morning, Ermintrude.
Good morning, Mr. Rusty.
I'd keep an eye on that bucket of yours. Look, there's a little hole appearing in the side there.
I'm making frog spawn tonic. Quite the best pick-me-up I know. Sorry, can't stop to chat, Mr. Rusty. So much to do.
I'll leave you to it then. Frog spawn tonic. What will she think of next?
That's a lighter grey than I remember.
Gravel looks all the same to me.
Oh, to the untutored eye, that might be the case, but
It's a lovely day, Brian. Do you fancy a stroll in the sunshine?
perhaps a polish might bring up the colour.
So, well, rightio, I'll take that as a no. Pity, chat would have been nice.
Ah, Mr. Rusty. Just the person I need advice from.
Oh, fire away, Florence.
What do you think the weather's going to be like this afternoon?
Well, there's only one sure and tested way of finding out, Florence, and that's to look at a pine cone.
For crying out loud, what's a pine cone got to do with the weather?
Oh, it's like this, Dougal. If the pine cone is closed up tight, then you can definitely expect rain. But if it's open wide, then you're in for a spot of dry weather.
Clever, Mr. Rusty.
I know another sure and tested way. It's called looking up at the sky. Well, if there's grey clouds, it's going to rain. If they clear off, it won't. Simple.
I prefer Mr. Rusty's way. It's much more interesting.
Oh, suit yourself then. Load of old nonsense as far as I'm concerned.
Must go, Mr. Rusty. I've got to find a pine cone.
Oh, right. Bye, Florence. So, Dougal.
Well, if nobody's going to take my advice, I might as well go and find a bone to eat.
Bye then, Dougal. Well, nobody seems to want to spend much time with me today. Oh, I don't know. Everybody's in a hurry these days. Can't stop to catch their breath. Busy, busy, busy. Oh, hello, train. What's the problem? The gears have gone on Mr. McHenry's tricycle and he's got no spares to mend it. Oh, no problem. I can fix that in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Just give me a few minutes to tell Florence where I'm going. Mr. McHenry needs me right away. Oh, what am I worrying about? Everybody's so busy today, they probably won't even notice I've gone. Off we go then, train.
Ha-ha! So nobody's got time for Mr. Rusty, eh? I wonder who's going to fix things whilst he's away.
Like, man, what's that squeaking noise? Mr. Rusty! Mr. Rusty, like, where are you, dude? Oh, man, I've got to stop that noise. Ah! Like, I've made it worse. Mr. Rusty! Oh, man, where are you?
There we are, all neatly packed away. Oh, my gravel collection ruined.
Oh, man! noise is like doing my head in.
Oh, why didn't I listen to Mr. Rusty this morning? He told me there was a hole in my bucket, but I ignored him. Silly, silly me! Dylan, dear, do take your fingers out of your ears and tell me where Mr. Rusty is.
There's something like really weird going on, man.
Goodness, what is that frightful racket? Ooh, everything's falling apart. Where is Mr. Rusty?
He's like vanished.
Didn't I say those clouds would blow away Florence? Forget about Mr. Rusty's silly old pine cones and get on with your planting.
Oh, no! I can't plant anything until Mr. Rusty's fixed my trowel, Dougal.
Mr. Rusty this, Mr. Rusty that. He'll probably tell her to boil the trowel in beetroot juice for a fortnight. Oh.
Have you seen Mr. Rusty?
Oh man, we're all like looking for the dude.
He has disappeared off the face of the earth.
But who's going to fix my shelf?
There's a hole in my bucket. Who's going to mend that?
What's happened to the magic roundabout?
It's all my fault, Florence. I like pulled the wrong lever.
Well, why don't you get Mr. Rusty to pull the right lever?
Mr. Rusty's gone.
Dear, oh dear, what a din. You think he could have oiled the magic roundabout before he left?
The magic roundabout is Mr. Rusty's pride and joy.
So why's he not here looking after it?
Something must have happened. Mr. Rusty would never leave the magic roundabout in that state.
Maybe he's ill.
I think I might have upset him.
What did you do, Dylan?
I fell asleep when Mr. Rusty was talking to me. Like, how bad is that?
Oh, dear. He came to see me this morning and I told him I was too busy to chat.
He came to see me too. I ignored him.
You weren't nice to him either, Dougal.
Neither were you. You left him to go and search for a pine cone.
That's not fair, Dougal. I left you to look after Mr. Rusty.
I was called away on an urgent mission.
What urgent mission?
I had to see a man about a bone.
Not one of us had time for poor Mr. Rusty. That's why he's gone away and left us.
Oh, no.
Oh man!
Oh, what will we do?
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Mr. Rusty!
Yeah, thanks, Train. Tell Mr. McHenry I'll be back again soon. What's all the fuss about?
Oh, Mr. Rusty, where have you been?
Oh, I went to fix Mr. McHenry's bicycle. Nice to have a change of scenery, eh?
Oh, Mr. Rusty, you aren't thinking of going away again, are you?
Oh man, don't go.
You can't abandon us, Mr. Rusty.
Oh, what's happened to the magic roundabout?
Oh, what a relief.
Oh, I'd better check her over. Oh, I don't understand. Magic roundabout was working perfectly this morning.
The magic roundabout is just like us, Mr. Rusty. It needs you to fix it.
Yes. I've got a hole in my bucket.
No problem, Ermintrude.
My gravel collection is in ruins.
I'll sort it out for you, Brian.
Please, can you mend this too?
Of course, Florence. I can fix everything in the shake of a lamb's tail.
What would we do without you, Mr. Rusty?
My sentiments entirely, Florence.
And there was I thinking you were all too busy to be bothered with a silly old man like me.
Oh, you're not a silly old man. You're quite the cleverest person I've ever met.
But less of the nipping off to do good works when you're needed back home.
Like man, respect for Mr. Rusty, the dude with the know-how. Good
Yes!
Good old Mr. Rusty!
Bravo!
All aboard the magic roundabout. Oh, there's no sweeter sound in the world than the magic roundabout music. La la da 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 da.
Ha-ha! Mr. Rusty's back. Come on, everyone. It's time to party!
I wish it was time for bed, man.